Hey, welcome back. At first glance, dreams might look like random movies our brains play at night. But what if those movies are actually a kind of inner language? Way your feelings and worries dress themselves up in weird, vivid scenes. Today we're unpacking 7 common dream types and what they often point to in waking life. No, dreams don't deliver prophecy or secret codes from a universe, but they can act like a friendly mirror, reflecting stresses, regrets, and hidden fears so you can notice them and do something about them. I'll explain each dream, give real-life examples you'll relate to, and share short, practical tips you can try the next day. Ready? Let's dive into the first one. Being lost or trapped. Ever wake up sweaty after wandering through a maze, a dense forest, or a never-ending hallway? That jolt isn't random, it's your brain's nightly way of saying, hey, something's stuck. These dreams usually pop up when you feel trapped in life, unsure about a career move, overloaded with responsibilities, or buried under choices that don't feel right. The exact setting, woods, locked room, endless corridor, matters less than the feeling. Disoriented, stuck, no clear exit. When your waking mind can't solve a problem directly, it builds a symbolic puzzle at night so you can feel the issue in a concrete, urgent way. So what do you do when the maze shows up? Try 3 simple, powerful moves. First, write one short sentence naming the thing that makes you feel trapped. Be specific. For example, I'm unsure whether to accept the new job, or I can't say no to extra shifts. Second, list 2 tiny actions that would move you forward, maybe email HR to ask about hours, and block 30 minutes tonight to update my resume. Third, schedule a 10-minute check-in with someone you trust, a friend, mentor, or family member, and say aloud the one sentence you wrote. Those 3 steps turn vague anxiety into small, doable moves. Do this for a few nights and you'll notice the maze in your dreams shrinking, because real change starts when you name the problem and take tiny steps toward a way out. Missed opportunities? Ever wake up breathless after watching a bus or train pull away, or arriving at a room only to find the door closed? That pulse of panic isn't about missing transport. It's your mind replaying, what if, moments, jobs you didn't apply for, invites you ignored, chances you let slip. These dreams are emotional echoes of delay and regret, nudging you to notice where you're holding back. Here's a quick, powerful routine to use when that dream hits. First, name the sting in one clear sentence, e.g., I regret not applying for the design role, or I avoided asking for a raise. Say it out loud. Second, choose one tiny action that reverses inertia. One email, one 2-minute message, one submitted form, and give it a hard deadline, today or tomorrow. Micro-actions beat overwhelm. Third, reframe the story. Change I missed it to I learned what I value, and write one short lesson from the near miss. If anxiety spikes, reset with box breathing for a minute to clear your head. Track these dreams for a week in a 1-line dream log, theme plus 1 action, and you'll start spotting patterns. Are you avoiding risk, or just bad at deadlines? Small deadlines, single actions, and kinder self-talk will turn that heart-thumping I missed it into a gentle push toward better choices. Car trouble / losing control? Ever dream your brakes fail, your tire blows out, or you're helpless in the passenger seat while someone else drives? Those car dreams aren't about cars, they're about control. A car in a dream usually stands for your direction and agency. Brake failure says you feel unable to stop something. Being a passenger says someone else is steering your life. They often show up during big transitions, a new job, a relationship getting serious, financial pressure, or health worries, when you sense the map changing under your feet. The good news: the dream is a signal, not a sentence. Try this quick, practical routine. First, name one area where you feel out of control, workload, family expectations, finances, in a single clear sentence. Second, reclaim a tiny boundary right away. Say no to one extra task, mute a stressful chat for the evening, or set a 30-minute do not disturb block. Third, start a 10-minute daily planning ritual each morning. List today's top 1 or 2 priorities and one small thing that gives you agency. Fourth, ask for support. Schedule a short check-in with someone who can help or advise. Finally, pick one area where you will make the call this week, even a small decision like confirming a meeting time or asking for timeline clarity. Do it, and note how it feels. That single act of ownership, repeated, calms your nervous system and gradually short-circuits those panicked car dreams. Failing a test? Ever wake up in a classroom you haven't been in for years, heart racing because you can't find your exam room or your pen? Those test dreams aren't literal, they're a replay of feeling judged or evaluated in waking life. By a boss, a partner, or your own inner critic. They pop up before big moments, interviews, presentations, or decisions that feel like a grade on your worth. The fix isn't grand, it's practical and tiny. First, name the fear in one clear sentence. I'm afraid I won't perform well in the presentation. Second, break the pressure into a short checklist of 3 items. What to review, who to ask for feedback, and one thing to rehearse. Third, do one realistic practice run, even 10 to 15 minutes of speaking out loud or a mock presentation, then treat it as data, not a pass/fail. The night before, replace "I'll fail" with a kindness phrase. Say aloud, "I can do my best," and take 3 slow box breaths to calm the body. Finally, reward yourself after the event, one small concrete treat. Build these tiny habits and you'll watch the panic in that old exam room fade, because preparation plus self-kindness quiets the critic and frees your sleep. Being chased. Ever wake up panting from a chase, running as fast as you can but never getting away? Those dreams are more than movie thrills. They're a signal that you're avoiding something important, an emotion, grief, shame, anger, or a situation you're not ready to face. Start by treating the dream like a clue, not a crisis. Ask yourself, what am I running from? And say the answer out loud in one sentence. For example, I'm avoiding telling Sam how I feel, or I haven't processed my dad's illness. Next, do a 5-minute journal burst. Write what that emotion feels like in your body and one small step you could take toward it. Then pick a tiny, safe exposure, draft a message, rehearse a 1-minute script, or schedule a short call and give yourself permission to stop if it feels too much. Use grounding tools while you act. 3 slow box breaths and name 5 things you can see to steady your nervous system. Repeat the small step twice, celebrate the attempt, and log how the dream changes. Confronting the pursuer in tiny, controlled steps turns those nighttime sprints into manageable walks, and slowly, the chase. Teeth falling out? Ever dream your teeth crumble or fall out? That jolting image usually links to feeling vulnerable, worried about your looks, afraid of embarrassment, or anxious about saying the wrong thing. Teeth also symbolize how you show up and speak in the world, so these dreams often follow social stress or big moments where you fear judgment. When it happens, try this short, practical routine. First, name the worry in one clear sentence, e.g., I'm scared I'll embarrass myself in that meeting. Say it out loud. Second, prepare a very short, honest script for the situation, 1 or 2 sentences you can actually say, and rehearse it twice, out loud, for 60 to 90 seconds so it feels familiar. Third, do one concrete self-care action this week that affirms your worth: a haircut, a focused workout, or calling a friend who lifts you up. Fourth, challenge the inner critic with evidence. Write 3 things you did well this week and read them before the event. Finally, use a quick grounding trick before you speak: 5 slow breaths and naming 3 things you can see, then say a short confidence line, I can handle this. Tiny rehearsals and small wins rebuild real confidence, and those teeth dreams lose their sting. Falling or sinking? Ever wake up with that stomach-dropping jolt, as if you've fallen out of the sky or are sinking beneath the surface? It's terrifying in the moment, but it's rarely prophetic. Falling or sinking dreams usually point to worries about losing stability, status, or direction, the fear of failing or being overwhelmed by responsibilities and emotions. The practical fix has 2 parts. Stabilize, then reorient. Start by stabilizing. Make a short plan for immediate stressors, prioritize sleep tonight, eat something nourishing, take a 10-minute walk to reset your body, and write a tiny to-do list of the next 3 doable tasks. These simple acts calm your nervous system and give you footing. Next, reorient by clarifying what matters most right now. Name one core value: safety, connection, growth, or stability, and turn it into a single concrete action you will take within 48 hours. Don't overhaul your life. If stability matters, do a 30-minute budget check. If growth matters, schedule 20 minutes of focused practice. Before bed, add a short ritual. 3 slow grounding breaths. Jot one thing you're grateful for, and state a 1-sentence intention for tomorrow. If the dream recurs, treat it as information. Adjust your immediate plan, try a different small step, and note whether sleep improves. Tiny, consistent actions create a sense of purpose that lifts that free fall feeling. Commit to that single action, and notice how the dreams gradually lose their hold. If any of those dreams sounded familiar, you're not alone. Dreams are one of the brain's ways to get your attention. Try keeping a simple dream note. 1 line with a theme and 1 line with a tiny action you'll take the next day. Share which dream you get most often in the comments. I'd love to hear your story, and if this helped, hit subscribe for more approachable psychology tips. If you want a deep dive into one of these dreams next time, drop that topic below and we'll explore it together. Thanks for watching. Take care of your sleep, and take care of yourself.